With me for a day in the life as a virtual assistant. Wake up at 7:15, get my kids breakfast, then start my coffee. I am absolutely obsessed with my Nespresso, and you must try this creamer if you like pumpkin spice. I finished getting my kids ready for school and we're out the door by 8 o'clock. We spend about 25 minutes in Carline, and on Tuesdays my youngest stays home with me, so I'm typically back home by 8:30. Now I can start my day. I've been trying to get better about making my bed in the morning, and yes, my room may not be the most aesthetic, but my bed is the absolute best. It's the purple mattress, which is a complete game changer. I also have the Layla sheets, which are literally the softest sheets I have ever used. They're definitely on the pricier side, but worth every penny. Of course, it's not long before my son comes in and starts to play around. I'm not even finished with the bed. So in an attempt to try to finish my bed, I remove him, but it doesn't take long before he finds it absolutely hilarious and returns yet again. Then before I begin my workday, I like to clean up from the mess of the weekend. So I went ahead, cleaned my living room, and then I began to sit down and take care of some client work. It's usually around 9:30 at this point, and I sit down for about 20 minutes to check in, see what's on my agenda. Tuesdays and Thursdays are my light client work days because I have my youngest home. I work for about an hour on those days, and on my regular days, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I work for about 3 hours. Today I was in the mood to go shopping, plus I had to go to the grocery store. This is honestly one of the things I love most about being a virtual assistant is having control over my work schedule and when I want to work. After leaving my corporate job to become a virtual assistant, I can really appreciate not having to be tied to a computer all day. Then I get my son ready to leave the house, and we are off for the day. Today I wanted to go to DSW because I desperately need some shoes. I was able to find these amazing Croc sandals. They may not be the most fashionable, but oh my god, they are so comfortable. Then there were these Tom boots that I found, which I am in love with. Absolutely had to buy them, and also so comfortable and cute. Everything is about comfort these days, honestly. Last but not least are these Brooks that I'm going to use to work out. I absolutely love the design, and 10 out of 10 for comfort. Expensive, but worth it. Then, of course, I had to hit up Crumble Cookie, and last but not least, we finally made it to Trader Joe's. For being a weekday, honestly, it was pretty busy, but I got everything I needed. Then it was time for us to head home, and time for me to get back to a little bit more client work before I was finished for the day. I spent about another 30 minutes on my client stuff before I signed off and went to go pick up my other son and start dinner. Today I ended my day kind of late because we were shopping for a long time, but typically I like to end my days no later than 4 o'clock so that I can make sure dinner is done before they get home.